Hello friends, today we are going to see why oil prices are falling below $0. Generally, the price of a commodity can be $5 or $10, or if you go to some shop and buy a thing, it can be of some price. But if the price is $0, then it means that it is for free. But today, if you could see the oil prices which were in $20 per barrel previously, it is falling below zero. It is not only zero, it is falling below zero, and it has reached minus $40. So what is this minus $40? How a commodity can be in minus prices? Let us understand this. It is illogical, right? If you go to a shop and ask for a biscuit packet, if they say the biscuit packet price is minus 20 rupees, what you will do? Minus 20 rupees means the shopkeeper is giving you money. So that is the logic here. So giving free is different from the shopkeeper giving you the money. So it sounds illogical. Let us understand what is this minus $40 of oil prices. This video is presented to you by Adil Beg. I am faculty in Kingmakers IAS Academy. So before going into the today's topic, let us understand the oil price dynamics. There are three important oil producers in the world, and that is what I have listed here. One is OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. This Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries consists of Saudi Arabia. We are having major nations in the Gulf region like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran. Then we are having UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Venezuela. So these major important oil producers are part of this OPEC, and this OPEC controls almost OPEC produces almost 44% of the global oil production, and it holds the majority of the world market, and it is also having 90% of the recognized world oil reserve. The second important oil producer is Russia, and third important oil producer, who is the largest oil producer ever since 2018 because of their increase in the shale oil production, is USA. So there are many oil producers apart from these three, but still these three are the major players which have important impact in the prices of the oil. So these are all the major players. Now let us understand the oil price dynamics. Price of any commodity, just like other oil prices, also dependent on the demand and supply. Demand and supply. So supply is how much these oil producing nations are producing, and demand is how much necessity for oil is existing in the world. So let us understand now, whenever there is a increase in demand but there is low supply, when the supply is low and demand is very high, the prices will increase. But the vice versa happens in the reverse way. When the supply is very high and demand is very low, what will happen? The prices will fall, and this condition is what we are facing now. Ever since the 2009 global economic crisis, there is a fall in the global economy. There is a slowdown in global economy, and that slowdown intensified after 2018 because of the existing US-China trade war. This US-China trade war intensified this global slowdown, and this global slowdown in turn it led to the fall in demand for the oil, and this fall in demand is leading to the fall in oil prices. If you could see, after 2014 there is a huge fall in oil prices. There are many reasons for that. That one will be the uncertainties created by ISIS. Another thing is mainly because of ISIS was a major cause for the 2014 fall in oil prices, and another major cause is this 2018 trade war between US and China. So because of these two reasons, already the oil prices were falling, and oil prices reached the historic low of $30 in 2015. But now, ever since 2018, it has further started to deteriorate, and ever since this COVID-19 crisis, the prices went from this $30 to $20 low. So oil prices were selling at $20 recently. So why these prices are falling? Now we saw one trend here. The trend was that ever since 2018, the demand for oil is falling. Since the demand for oil is falling and supply is maintained constant, the oil prices are falling. This is the trend ever since 2018. See, whenever the prices are falling, what generally the producers will do, they will also cut down the supply. When the supply is cut down, then demand and supply are met equal, and the equilibrium is maintained, and then the price fall is controlled. But the reverse happened here. Instead of cutting down the supply, these producers like OPEC, Russia are not cutting down their supply. They are not cutting down the supply, and they are maintaining the constant supply. And even in 2019, what happened was they increased their production levels in the opposite trend. So now what is the present scenario is that there is excess of oil here, but there is very less demand here. Since there is excess of oil and very less demand, the prices were falling already. So this is the criteria even before the COVID-19 crisis came. This was the criteria. So you will be having a doubt here. Even though there is a very big problem like this, why these producers are not cutting down their oil production? This will be your next question. And the reason for that is, number one, recently oil companies have borrowed a lot of money, and they have borrowed a lot of money and they have invested a lot in their production. Since they have borrowed a lot of money and they invested a lot, sudden cutting down of the production might lead to losses for their company, and that might lead to even the bankruptcy. So that's why, since they are debt ridden, they don't want to cut their production. This is the first reason. Second important reason is threat of losing the market share. See, oil is a very competitive economy. Let us take this example here. Now, Saudi Arabia is giving to India and Bangladesh, and Russia is giving to, let us assume Russia is giving oil to Indonesia and Australia. Now what happens, because of the falling oil prices, Saudi Arabia cut down their oil production to maintain the prices. Now what will happen, since Saudi Arabia is cutting down the production, they might not supply the oil needed for India, because India, just because there is a low fall in oil prices, that doesn't mean that people will not consume oil. Still India will be importing oil. So now what happens, Saudi Arabia is giving it to India. Since Saudi Arabia has cut down the production, they couldn't supply the oil to India. Now India, what will happen here? India needs oil. So instead of getting oil from Saudi Arabia, India will go to Russia and buy the oil. So this is the threat of losing the market. If you cut down the production of oil, you might lose the markets. You might lose your regular customer. So if all the three groups are cutting down their production, what will happen? All the people who are dependent on oil, they will also cut down their demand. Now if this oil production restarts, the entire market will be readjusted to the present time. So earlier India might be buying oil from Saudi Arabia, now they will be buying oil from Russia. So there will be realignment after normalcy comes. So this is the second reason why they are not cutting down the production, threat of losing the market share. The third important reason why they are not cutting down is, see, if they are stopping the oil production, you know the oil is taken from these wells, which is shown here. So if they are stopping this oil production, what will happen? For some point of time, most of these wells will be of no use. So when the normalcy comes back, and if they wanted to start the production again, all these wells which were stopped, the process of extracting oil must be restarted in all these wells. So the process of restarting and restarting this well is a cumbersome process because of the technicalities. If you are not using a thing for a long time, what will happen? If you are not using your bikes now, if you could go and see outside, you are not using your bikes now. After 1 month, if you are trying to start the bikes, what will happen? The bike will not start. That might lead to some engine problem. Again, you have to go to the mechanic shop to restart the bike. So if you are not using an instrument for a long period of time, it will not function properly when you are restarting. The same threat is there for these oil wells too. So this is another reason why they are reluctant to cut down the production. One side you saw that these people are not cutting down the supply. The supply is still maintained constant, and on other side demand was falling. Since the supply is constant and demand was falling, the prices were falling very badly. So this is the scenario. Now what happened? USA wanted to control this. Donald Trump wanted to control this. Since USA is producing oil, if the prices of oil is falling, US oil producers will lose the market. So what US did was, US called the Saudi Arabia led OPEC and Russia to cut down their production, and US pressurized them to cut down the production. So now let us see why USA pressurized them to cut down the production. See, Russia and OPEC are taking oil in the form of they are taking direct crude oil which is existing in the natural oil reserves, but USA is extracting oil from shale. So extracting oil from shale is a very bit costly than extracting oil from the conventional oil reserves. So Russia and OPEC are spending less money to extract their oil, but USA is spending higher money to extract the shale oil. If the prices are keeping on falling, they can still maintain a profit margin. But if the oil prices are falling, USA cannot maintain the profit margin because their production cost is very high, because they are dependent on shale production. So if the prices are keeping on falling, Russia and OPEC might still get profit, but the profit rate will be very small. They will be getting profit, but the profit rate will be falling. But for USA, who are producing shale oil, their profit will fall, and that might lead to losses. So all the oil companies are pressurizing USA to control the oil prices and increase the oil prices, so that their oil production, so that they are getting profit out of this oil production. So this is the reason why Trump pressurized the Saudi Arabia and Russia to cut down their production. And OPEC is an organization and Russia is a different thing. So OPEC, what it decided was, OPEC created a new entity called OPEC Plus, and they added Russia into it. So OPEC Plus is nothing but OPEC plus Russia. This OPEC Plus, they decided to cut down the production by 10 million barrels a day. So they decided to cut down this in April, in the start of April, but it was very late because of this COVID-19. Now what happened? They should have done this in January, but they are doing only in April. So now already demand was low because of the trade wars, and now this COVID-19 has further brought down this demand to a rock bottom, to such a level that any amount of production will lead to fall in prices. So because no one is using, see, even before COVID-19, people were using bikes, people were using aeroplanes, people were running the industries, but now no bikes, no planes, and no industries. So no demand at all for oil. So this is the present condition now. The demand for the jet fuel fell by 70% and the demand for normal petrol fell by 50%. This has brought down the demand for the further rock bottom level, which made this 10 billion barrels per day cut in prices useless. See, now what is happening? Oil manufacturing companies have cut down 10 million barrels a day production. Even after this production cut, they are having excessive supply. And no one is there to buy. They are daily producing something, and what they are doing, since there is no one to buy, they are storing everything. In the rail coaches, whatever rail locos they have to transport oil. You have seen this oil tanker railway rakes which are running. So they are storing in the railway rakes or strategic petroleum reserves, or in middle of the sea. In the oil shipping tankers, in whatever way they are storing this oil, and they are keeping this excessive storage with them. And on the demand side, no one is coming and buying oil from them. Whatever, see, India now, even though, so there is 50% reduction of demand in India, so India is not buying oil from them. Since there is no demand, they are storing this oil here. But they have ordered, even if they buy this oil from them, if India buy this oil from them, no one will be buying petrol in India, because no one is riding bikes now, only less demand is there in India. So whatever oil is being procured has to be stored by them. So this will increase their storage cost too, right? Since the storage cost is increasing for the buyers, these buyers are not buying oils from the suppliers. So these people are giving them money. So you could see the rates were minus $40, which means that these suppliers are giving minus $40, and along with that oil too. They are giving both the oil and the money. So these buyers are what they are doing. They are buying oil and they are also getting this $40. Why they are getting this $40? To incur all this cost. So the suppliers are giving this $40 to the buyers. They are both giving them oil and they are giving $40, because this $40 will be used for storage cost and transportation cost. So take my money, use this for storage, use this for transport, and take away this oil, whatever I am having. Please take away from me, because I am not having enough storage facilities here. So what this oil manufacturing companies have decided is that they are in a situation to absorb this losses of paying $40 to the buyers, instead of storing whatever oil they are producing, because storage cost is very high here. So what they are doing, take this $40 and take this oil. I am ready to absorb whatever losses now, and once the situation becomes normal and any environment, and the economy revives back, I will be able to make up for whatever losses I incurred. So they are giving the money and absorbing the losses for this temporary phase. So that is the reason why oil is being sold at minus 40 rupees. So minus $40 means the seller is giving you both the product and the money. So that is the meaning of this minus $40. They are giving this money for storage purposes of the buyers. Thank you. So I hope you would have understood this concept. If you are having any other doubts, you can ask the doubts in the comment section.